What if the house you grew up in was hiding a crime so dark, so twisted, that it threatened everything you thought you knew about your own family? This is the story of a long-buried secret, a cold case thought forgotten, until a single accidental discovery unraveled a mystery 25 years in the making. Eleanor Ellie Monroe hadn't planned on returning to her childhood home, but after her father's sudden death and her mother's move into assisted living, there was no one left to take care of the place. The house in Greystone Hills was a relic of 1998 suburbia, chipped wallpaper, a leaky basement, and the attic no one ever went into. Ellie always thought her parents just used it for storage, but deep down she remembered something else, a sound, a feeling, like something lived up there. She shrugged it off as childhood imagination, until the first night back. While sorting through old boxes, Ellie heard it, a soft, rhythmic tapping coming from the ceiling above her bed. She froze, then listened again. Tap, tap, tap. Her heart pounded. She tried to rationalize it. Old wood creaking, maybe a bird. But the sound continued, deliberate, like a message. The attic was padlocked, always had been. That night, Ellie dreamt of her older sister, Grace, gone missing at age 17, disappeared without a trace. Their family had never been the same. Her mother always said Grace ran away, but the case went cold. No leads, no closure. The next morning, Ellie found the attic key inside her father's desk drawer, as if waiting. The attic smelled of dust, mildew, and something faintly metallic. The first thing Ellie saw was a stack of old newspapers from 1998. Each headline circled in red marker, all related to missing girls. And in the center, a photo of Grace taped to the wall. Next to it, a list, names, dates, all crossed out except hers. And then, the trunk. Old, wooden, heavy. She hesitated before opening it. Inside, wrapped in layers of faded blankets, were items Ellie hadn't seen in decades. Grace's ballet shoes, a diary, a silver necklace their grandmother had given her. The diary was marked up, pages torn out. Ellie's hands shook as she flipped through it. Some entries were ordinary, school, friends, complaints about their mom, but others. He watches me at night. I don't know how to tell Mom. He said he'd kill me if I did. Why won't anyone believe me? And then one final entry. If I disappear, it's because he took me. Please find me. The name at the end sent ice through Ellie's veins. Uncle Jared. Ellie had barely remembered Uncle Jared, her father's younger brother. He'd lived with them for a while when they were kids. A drifter, always between jobs. He disappeared not long after Grace did. The family chalked it up to coincidence. But now, it didn't feel like one. She brought the diary to the police. Cold case detectives reopened the investigation. Her mother, when confronted, broke down in tears. I thought she ran away, she sobbed. I didn't know. I swear to God, I didn't know. Jared's name flagged in multiple police databases, arrested twice under aliases, assault and unlawful confinement. But he'd vanished off the grid 20 years ago. The house became a crime scene. Cadaver dogs were brought in, and within a week they found it. Behind a false wall in the attic, tucked into a narrow crawl space. Remains, female, teen, wearing a tattered ballet outfit. DNA confirmed it. Grace had never left. She had been there all along. While combing through the attic again, Ellie found an old camcorder. Dusty, heavy, still functional. Inside the bag were 3 VHS tapes, labeled only by date. She debated watching them. Curiosity won. The first tape was from 1997, a family BBQ. Jared laughing behind the camera, Grace dancing in the background. The second, darker, dated 3 days before Grace disappeared. It was nighttime. The camera pointed toward a bedroom door. Grace's. Jared's voice whispered behind the lens. She's getting suspicious. Gotta make this quick. Ellie felt bile rise in her throat. The third tape was blank at first, then static. A warped image appeared, the attic, and in it, Grace, sitting on the floor, terrified. She was alive. If someone finds this, please help me. He won't let me leave. The tape cut out. The timestamp? 2 weeks after her disappearance was reported. The town was horrified. News spread like wildfire. Jared became the most wanted man in the state. Then Ellie received a letter. No return address, just her name, written in familiar handwriting. Inside, "I told you I'd never leave. You were just too young to remember. You helped me bring her up there." Ellie's mind blanked. More pages followed, describing events only someone inside the house would know. Things no stranger could have guessed. Moments she had forgotten. "You held the flashlight when I opened the attic. You were the one who gave me the hairpin to unlock her door. You watched and you said nothing." It was signed Grace, but that was impossible, wasn't it? A therapist was brought in. So was a forensic psychologist. Through recovered documents and hypnotherapy, the horrifying truth began to surface. Ellie had blocked out the trauma. She had at age 8 witnessed everything. She hadn't helped Jared, but she hadn't stopped him either. She'd been terrified into silence. The guilt had fractured her mind. Over time, she had rewritten the narrative, forgetting Jared's presence, Grace's screams, the smell from the attic. She had convinced herself her sister had run away because it was safer than the truth. But the twist didn't end there. The final autopsy revealed something else. Grace didn't die from starvation or injury. She had been poisoned, a rare substance, digitoxin, commonly found in foxglove plants, the kind that grew in the Monroes' backyard, the kind their mother used in her herbal teas. The interrogation was brutal. Eleanor's mother confessed after 3 hours. She had discovered Jared's secret after Grace had gone missing, but by then it was too late. She didn't call the police. She didn't confront him. She waited for the right moment. And when he left the house one evening, she went into the attic. Grace was still alive, broken, feral, whispering about monsters. Her mother saw her and saw something else. Shame, scandal, ruin. She made her a mercy tea and sat with her until her breathing stopped. She sealed the crawl space herself. Jared never knew. Neither did Ellie. Until now. In the end, the house didn't just hold a body, it held guilt, secrets, silence. Sometimes the monsters we fear aren't strangers in the dark. They're the people who raise us. And sometimes the truth doesn't set you free. It traps you in a prison you helped build. What do you think? Was Ellie truly innocent? Or did she always know more than she admitted? Drop your theories in the comments below. And if you're into dark, twisted stories like this one, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next tale might be even more disturbing.